What's going on, traders? John with Tactical Trading here with a midweek update video. Just want to kind of give you a little heads up of what's going on in the market. I can't say that I know exactly what's going on, but I have a feeling of how this tide is kind of turning in this market right now. We've seen over the last probably 4 or 5 weeks, we've seen more and more red days happening. And we're talking not just a red day in a few stocks. We're talking precipitous dumps in the entire market. We're talking possibly algorithmic dumps or big money dumps. And they seem to be coordinated. Seems to be in a batch of tickers at the same exact time. Right now, before November, I was strictly a day trader. And by day trader, I would typically either be 100% cash overnight and, just trade throughout the day. By the end of the day, close out all my positions and move on to the next day, which seems to be a safe way to trade right now. Also, would be like an overnight swing trader where I find a position that I can buy towards the end of the day and then buy it, sell it the following morning. Starting in November, I started taking a little more of a swing trade, swing trade strategy where I'd buy, a rather large amount of shares of stocks that were low dubs, just getting out of the trips, ones that had catalysts like, that were going pink current or had, several catalysts line up and would let the catalyst play out. So you're looking at holding on to these stocks at times, probably up to maybe even a month, if not longer. It has worked. It's been very, very successful over the past few months. Right now, it looks like things are starting to change a little bit. And until we see that there is no huge change, I think a style adjustment should be in order, with your trading style. Probably looking to be at least 40% cash every night. Keeping cash at hand to do some day trades on running stocks. Look at APYP, a stock that I called out 2 days ago, yesterday in the morning, and that was in the 30s. This stock ran all the way up to the 80s. Still had some good news. I mean, they call it they will be having that merger, but yet it took a dump today. Would have been an excellent day trade, but it still ended up about 20% above where I called it out. So it's still a winning trade. But the fact of the matter is, if you didn't take a lot of your profits yesterday, you took a hit. Now this may rebound. I still like this company. I still like the stock. I still hold shares. But the fact of the matter is, I did trim my position. I trimmed all my positions. The only one I did not trim is ILUS. I didn't trim that position because that's the company I have the most conviction in. And the reason I say you want to keep at least 40% cash is because on days like today, you want to take your highest conviction plays, maybe your top 2 or 3 plays. And when there's a huge dump in them, you want to be able to grab up more shares. And, it's a good opportunity if you have high conviction in the play. And high conviction being the stock's going to go up. I mean, obviously you never know. You're never 100% if a stock's going to go up, but it's got to be a high conviction play with future catalysts. Has to have catalysts coming up. If it has no catalyst, there's no reason in having a high conviction on it. If it's a dark defunct play, just look at COUV, SEEI, HY. Is it HYLL or HYII? I don't even know. I didn't play the ticker, but 3 tickers over the past few weeks that were halted. You don't want to be in those positions. A stock with a stop sign that is not putting in filings to go current, where you don't see filings coming in, you don't have news that they're going current, you don't want to hold these tickers for a very long time. It's just too risky right now. The market dynamic is changing, and the fact of the matter is the SEC is starting to pound down on, they don't care when the market drops or there's a coordinated dump. They don't care. But when the market's going up, they take notice. They don't want to see the little guy getting rich. They don't want to see us getting rich. They hate it. That's just the facts. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and the rich get rich. The rich get richer, and the poor get poorer, and that's just the way it is. They don't like to see the little guy succeed. The fact is this, though. There's still major opportunity in the market. You can still make a fortune in this market, whether it's a rough market, whether it's a turbulent market. There's still opportunities here. So you want to kind of whittle down your positions. I know I've read on Twitter. There's some guys that have 100 positions, they have 65 positions. I could not do that. There's absolutely no way that I would even fathom or even consider having. I wouldn't consider having 25 positions. You know, that's just the way it is. I don't like holding, just a hold. The most I would hold is 10 positions at one time. That's the most I would hold. But that's just me. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. Remember, I am not a financial advisor. I am just giving you ideas and giving you what I do. So for me personally, I would not hold more than 10 tickers. In fact, right now I'm down to just under 10 tickers. That's just the way it is right now. I see the dynamic changing in the market, and I want to be prepared for it. I don't want to have 40, 50 tickers, and then on blood red days like this, if it continues, you get 2 or 3 in a row and you lose 30, 40% of your account. That's ridiculous. You want to protect your money. You want to protect what's yours, what you've earned, and you do not have that money unless you book profits. Unrealized gains are exactly what they sound like. Unrealized gains. It's not your money until you book a profit. So, you want to be taking, as these plays are going up, and as you're gaining, gaining money in some of these plays, and they're going up. You want to be shaving off small pieces of your position to book profits until at least you get your investment back. When you have your investment back, then you can let this thing run. You'll feel safer. You have your initial investment back in your account, and you have a little more time to let this play run. That's just the way I like to do it. I just feel much safer doing that. Let's talk about a few of my favorite tickers that I think are going to be solid over the next few weeks. Obviously, I've talked about WDLF. I absolutely love this play. I've called it the next TSNP just because of the way it trades. I think it has major potential. I can see this thing trading at 30, 40 cents. I have no problem saying that. And I'm very conservative giving price targets with some of these tickers. So WDLF, it had took a little bit of a beating today, but today was a good buying opportunity to, maybe shave off some of the positions that you're not that confident in and put it right into that, or take the cash that you have on the side and put it in a strong position. Another one that I love right now is LTNC. The reason being is because we have a catalyst coming up. We have a catalyst tomorrow. The CEO is supposed to be having a Zoom meeting with this hydrogen-infused water company. We should be getting some revelations about what's going on over the weekend. I believe LOIs were sent and signed back and forth. So I think we'll get some revelations. We should have a catalyst by Monday or Tuesday, I'm assuming. So that's why the play has catalysts. So that's a play I'm very strong, feel very strongly about going in. So WDLF and LTNC. Let's see here. VPER's been taking an absolute beating. The thing ran up to about 7.5 cents and has been clobbered ever since. I think it's had 6 or 7 straight red days. It's due for a turnaround. Right around 2 cents. I think it's still a good buying opportunity for this one. If you bought in at 7, oh man, it's horrible. But see, in situations like this, usually if I get about 10, 15% down, I'm usually cutting the position and then looking for a re-entry. But still do like VPER. SRMX took a beating today. Until we get a catalyst, I'm not sure. We may stagnate or even go a little lower in this one until we get a catalyst, a defined catalyst. The future prospects for this company look amazing. Just on the fact that the satellite internet alone with the modems that they have could be gigantic revenues, could send this stock flying. But until we get a definitive catalyst, I believe this one may struggle. Now, I think this one will rebound up to a penny at least. I think that's going to happen just on the future prospects of this company alone. But I don't think we'll be seeing that 2 cent area until we get a definitive catalyst. The company's pretty good about tweeting things out, but they're just tweeting out random information. There's nothing solid about that. So I still like the ticker. I think right now is a good buying opportunity. Anywhere between 65 and 75 is an excellent entry point. So I still do like the company. Just going to talk about a couple more. and one I'm going to kind of introduce you to, a huge opportunity in my opinion. And then obviously ILUS, love ILUS. Today, I mean, even on a blood red day, it didn't get beat up too much. Close to about 15.5 cents. Opened the day at 18.5, and then just everything went red. So it's a good buying opportunity to get an ILUS. I have no qualms about saying I think this stock can easily hit $1 by mid-May. We have pink current coming, so we have a catalyst coming towards the end of the month with them getting pink current. That will allow more platforms to allow them to buy, international platforms, platforms that don't allow stop sign companies to them to purchase stop sign companies. So we'll have a lot more buyers available to buy the stock. I believe we have very strong hands in this stock right now. It's got a great share structure. So and on top of that, there's still another handful of acquisitions to be announced. So when we get pinker, we may see with these acquisitions down the line that they also have excellent revenue. So I see ILUS being that's still my top play in the market. Probably going to be for quite some time. Absolutely love this play. I'm trying to grab some more on every dip, and my initial purchase price in this for my initial buys was 0.007 or 0.0072 or something like that was my initial buy-in, and I've been adding every dip I possibly can. Absolutely love this play. Now, there's something today. We actually had a new ticker kind of pop onto the scene today. I mean, it's not a new ticker, obviously, but it's something that caught my eye today and very, very interesting. And this is Inspro Technologies, ITCC. The stock closed up 233% today at 23.1 or 0.231. So a shade over, a tick over 23 cents. The share structure is phenomenal in this company. They have 750 million available shares, which is decent for an OTC stock. Actually, pretty darn good. Anything under $1 billion is good in the OTC. But the overall shares are 59,673,666, which the restricted shares are 37,284,489, leaving a minuscule 22,389,177. So just a shade over 22 million float in this stock right now. This is also a penny stock exempt stock. Now, today I believe it was either today or yesterday on OTC Markets, ITCC added officers Lori Stanley, Bithin Bataraka, and company directors Wayne Locke, James Miller, and I can't pronounce the first name, but Sengupta. These are all from a company called Majesco, which trades on the NASDAQ, and it trades at over $70 with a 2.15 billion market cap. So on OTC Markets, they had an update, and Majesco's officers and directors were put on ITCC's OTC Markets page. Now, also notice was a new market maker stepping in, and this market maker is LAFC. This market maker specializes in mergers and acquisitions, reverse mergers, and IPOs. So it looks like we have something going on here as far as between Majesco or the company Majesco and ITCC. Now, Majesco owns the shell of ITCC, according to filings, and the parent company, Thoma Bravo, which has $70 billion of assets under management, that is planning to IPO a new SPAC for $1 billion. The target is Meridian Link, and Meridian Link is worth $3 billion. So it looks like, right now we don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure myself that they're looking to bring Meridian Link public, a company worth $3 billion, and probably merge them into ITCC, which would be absolutely huge. There was a PR back in January of 2020 announcing the merger, but it seems it was delayed due to the old, you know what I mean? Most things were delayed because of that. So I think that was probably what caused the delay. And now it appears the officers for ITC are now the same officers. So it appears that the merger is imminent. Now, if we're going to use just a simple metric of price to book ratio, the math, if we just simply use the maxed out 750 million shares, this stock would be worth $4 per share. Now we do know they have not, as far as we know, they have not diluted. Didn't look like it today. We know that 37 million plus are restricted shares with that. So I'm using very conservative numbers. And also, like I said, I'm using the metric price to book ratio. The stock is 23 cents right now. So, if this merger happens with a $3 billion company, it's unreal. And, in my opinion, a lot of money could be made here. So now I know this thing is up 233% today. So there might be some profit takers. Looked like there were some profit takers today because this thing ran all the way up to 38 cents. Being that it ran up to 38 cents, it did pull all the way back to 19 cents and then closed strong, pushing up to 23 cents towards the end of the day. So, ITCC has me very interested. This is come from nowhere and has now jumped to the top of my list as one of my most interesting holdings right now. I took a starter today and was averaging on the way up because in the morning it was very thinly traded, so it was hard to get a nice size position. You kind of had to be careful without pushing the price up. So I take a batch, put a bid in, let them come to me, and if it started getting away, then I start chasing it a little bit, but to a certain point, and then you kind of pull back and let the offers come back to you. But yeah, this thing ran all the way up to 38 cents, and that was on very thin volume. If any news is announced and any volume comes into this play, the stratosphere is the limit here. I mean, who knows where this thing can run? This thing can run to $1 in a day, no problem. With the low share structure that they have. So just wanted to bring that to your attention. I want you to take a close look at it. And again, I am not a financial advisor. I am just here giving you my research, what I have looked at, what I've done, what I took a position, but that doesn't mean you have to take a position. I want you to do some research. Make sure that this stock is a fit for your portfolio and trading style before you make any entry into this position. I think this thing has massive potential. Obviously, ILUS is definitely my favorite stock right now. This thing is just. I have so much conviction in this thing that I'm buying every dip. Like I said, I started buying under a penny, and I'm still buying on dips today up at 15 times where I initially took my position. That's how confident I am that we will see $1 in that one. This one, if anything unfolds, we could see $1 very, very quickly in this one. So definitely like ITCC. Definitely take a look at it. Dig in, do some research. That's all I got for you today. As always, please like, please share, please subscribe. Any comments or questions, put them in the comment section below. We'll probably see you tomorrow's Friday, so we will see you on Saturday with OTC Saturday. Let's get that money, traders.